95% will fail this rare British classic car quiz. Fancy a stroll down memory lane? Spark a bit of nostalgia with this marathon quiz of British classic cars of the 1970s. Sports cars, luxury cars, family cars and off-road cars that only true car enthusiasts can ace. Score 5 points for each correct answer without hints and 2 points if you need the options but still guess it right. Right then, grab your notebook and keep tally of your score. Let's see how well you really know your classic motors. Round 1. A. 1971, Lotus Elan Plus 2. B. 1971, Jensen Interceptor. C. 1970, Aston Martin DBS V8. Or D. 1971, Jaguar E-Type Series 3. The correct answer is D. 1971, Jaguar E-Type Series 3. The Series 3 introduced a brand new 5.3-litre V12 engine, producing 272 horsepower. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.4 seconds, which was impressive for a luxury Grand Tourer. Top speed was around 150 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest road cars of its time. While the Queen preferred Rolls-Royces and Land Rovers, Prince Michael of Kent was often seen driving his personal Jaguar E-Type Series 3. The Series 3 was strongly considered for James Bond's car in Live and Let Die, 1973, but producers ultimately chose a Lotus Esprit in later films. Round 2. A. 1972 Jensen Interceptor. Mark III. B. 1972 TVR Vixen. C. 1972 Aston Martin V8. Or D. 1972 MG BGT V8. The right answer is C. 1972 Aston Martin V8. The 1972 V8 was powered by a 5.3-litre V8 engine, delivering 310 horsepower. It had a top speed of around 160 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just under 6 seconds. This made it one of the most powerful British cars of its time, competing with Ferrari and Lamborghini. Round 3. A. 1977 MG MGB. B. 1976 Triumph TR6. C. 1976 Lotus Elan. Or D. 1976 Austin Healey 3000. The right one is B. 1976 Triumph TR6. The 1976 Triumph TR6 was powered by a 2.5-litre inline-six engine. In the European version, it produced 150 horsepower, while the US version, due to stricter emission standards, had a reduced output of 104 horsepower. The TR6 had a top speed of around 120 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 8.2 seconds. It had independent rear suspension and disc brakes, providing a balanced driving experience. Round 4. A. 1977 Triumph Stag. B. 1977 Jaguar E-Type Series 3. C. 1977 MG MGB. Or D. 1977 Austin Healey 3000. The correct one is A. 1977 Triumph Stag. The 1977 Triumph Stag was powered by a 3.0-litre V8 engine, producing around 145 horsepower. It featured a 4-speed manual transmission with an optional 3-speed automatic and had a top speed of approximately 120 miles per hour. The Stag could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 9.5 seconds, which was respectable for a GT car of its class. One of the car's most unique features was its distinctive exhaust note, produced by its V8 engine, which added to the driving experience. Round 5. A. 1975 MG MGB. B. 1975 Triumph Spitfire. C. 1975 Austin Healey Sprite. Or D. 1975 Lotus Europa. If you picked D. 1975 Lotus Europa, you are right. The Lotus Europa was one of the first mid-engine cars available to the public, bringing high-performance handling to a relatively affordable sports car. It helped pave the way for more mid-engine road cars in the future. Round 6. Is this car? A. 1976 Lotus Esprit Series 1. B. 1976 Jaguar E-Type Series 3. C. 1976 Austin Healey 3000 or D. 1976 MGB. The correct answer is A. 1976 Lotus Esprit Series 1. The Lotus Esprit Series 1, also known simply as the Esprit S1, was launched in 1976 and marked the beginning of one of Lotus's most iconic model lines. The car was designed by the legendary Italian designer Giorgetto Giugiaro, who gave it a futuristic folded paper wedge-shaped design, making it one of the most striking cars of its era. Round 7. A. 1972 MGB B. 1972 Lotus Europa. C. 1972 Jensen Interceptor or D. 1972 TVR 3000M. The right one is D. 1972 TVR 3000M. The TVR 3000M was powered by a 3.0-litre Ford Essex V6 engine, which produced around 138 horsepower. Despite the relatively modest power output, the car's lightweight, approximately 950 kilograms or 2,094 pounds, allowed it to achieve impressive performance figures. Round 8. A. 1976 Aston Martin DBS V8. B. 1976 Jensen Interceptor. C. 1976 Jaguar XJS or D. 1976 TVR 3000M. The correct answer is B. 1976 Jensen Interceptor. The Jensen Healey was introduced in 1972 as a collaboration between British car manufacturer Jensen Motors and American car dealer Donald Healey. It was designed to fill the gap left by the Austin Healey 3000, offering a modern take on the British roadster. The Jensen Healey was aimed at the lucrative US market, competing with sports cars like the Triumph TR6 and MGB. However, the car faced stiff competition and some production issues, leading to mixed success during its production run from 1972 to 1976. Round 9. A. 1972 Triumph Spitfire. B. 1972 Austin Healey Sprite. C. 1972 Jensen Healey or D. 1972 Lotus Elan. The right answer is C. 1972 Jensen Healey. Round 10. What's your best guess for this? A. 1974 Austin Healey Sprite. B. 1975 MG Midget 1500. C. 1974 Triumph Spitfire or D. 1974 Jensen Healey. The answer is B. 1974 MG Midget 1500. The 1974 MG Midget 1500 was powered by a 1.5-litre inline-4 engine, which was an upgrade over the previous smaller engine. This Triumph-sourced engine produced around 65 horsepower, giving the car a top speed of approximately 100 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of about 13 seconds. Round 11. A. 1970 Bentley T-Series. B. 1970 Jaguar XJ6. C. 1970 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, or D. 1970 Daimler Sovereign? The correct one is C. 1970 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. Round 12. A. 1970 Daimler Sovereign. B. 1970 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. C. 1970 Jaguar XJ6, or D. 1970 Bentley T-Series. The right one is D. 1970 Bentley T-Series. Round 13. A. 1978 Rover P6 3500 V8. B. 1978 Triumph 2000. C. 1978 Daimler Sovereign, or D. 1978 Jaguar XJ Series 1. The correct one is D. 1978 Jaguar XJ Series 1. Round 14. A. 1973 Jaguar XJ6. B. 1973 Daimler Sovereign. C. 1973 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, or D. 1973 Bentley T-Series. If you picked B. 1973 Daimler Sovereign, you are right. Round 15. A. 1972 Daimler Sovereign. B. 1972 Rover P5B. C. 1972 Vandenplas Princess 4-litre R, or D. 1972 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. The right one is B. 1972 Rover P5B. Round 16. A. 1977 Rover P6. B. 1977 Jaguar XJ6. C. 1977 Triumph 2000, or D. 1977 Daimler Sovereign. The correct one is A. 1977 Rover P6. Round 17. A. 1974 Rover P6. B. 1974 Vandenplas 1500. C. 1974 Triumph 2000, or D. 1974 Jaguar XJ6. Correct answer is B. 1974 Vandenplas 1500. Round 18. A. 1973 Morris Marina. B. 1973 Hillman Avenger. C. 1973 Austin Allegro, or D. 1973 Ford Escort Mark I. The right answer is C. 1973 Austin Allegro. Round 19. A. 1971 Vauxhall Viva. B. 1971 Morris Marina. C. 1971 Ford Escort Mark I, or D. 1971 Hillman Avenger. The correct answer is B. 1971 Morris Marina. Round 20. A. 1972, Triumph Dolomite. B. 1972, Vauxhall Viva. C. 1972, Ford Escort, Mark I. Or D. 1972, Hillman Avenger. The right one is A. 1972, Triumph Dolomite. Round 21. A. 1971, Triumph 1300. B. 1971, Morris Marina. C. 1971, Vauxhall Viva. Or D. 1971, Hillman Avenger. The correct one is D. 1971, Hillman Avenger. Round 22. A. 1972, Morris Marina. B. 1972, Ford Cortina, Mark III. C. 1972, Hillman Hunter. Or D. 1972, Triumph 2000. The right answer is B. 1972, Ford Cortina, Mark III. Round 23. A. 1971 Ford Capri, Mark I. B. 1971, Vauxhall Firenze. C. 1971, Triumph GT6. Or D. 1971, Austin Healey 3000. The right one is A. 1971 Ford Capri, Mark I. Round 24. A. 1971 Morris 1800. B. 1971 Vauxhall Victor FDC. 1971 Hillman Hunter. Or D. 1971 Austin Maxi. The correct one is D. 1971 Austin Maxi. Round 25. A. 1970 Morris Marina. B. 1970 Ford Escort, Mark I. C. 1970 Vauxhall Viva H. C. Or D. 1970 Hillman Avenger. If you picked C. 1970 Vauxhall Viva HC, then you are right. Round 26. A. 1975 Morris Marina. B. 1975 Ford Cortina, Mark IV. C. 1975 Hillman Hunter. Or D. 1975 Vauxhall Cavalier, Mark I. The right answer is D. 1975 Vauxhall Cavalier, Mark I. Round 27. A. 1975 Vauxhall Victor FEB. 1977 Austin Princess. C. 1975 Morris 1800. Or D. 1975 Hillman Hunter. The correct answer is B. 1975 Austin Princess. Round 28. A. 1970 Triumph TR6. B. 1970 Land Rover Series 3. C. 1970 Range Rover Classic. Or D. 1970 Vauxhall Victor FE. The right one is C. 1970 Range Rover Classic. Round 29. A. 1971 Land Rover Series 3. B. 1962 Land Rover Series 2. AC 1961 Land Rover Series 2. Or D. 1958 Land Rover Series 1. The correct one is A. 1971 Land Rover Series 3. Round 30th, final round. A. 1978 Land Rover Series 3. B. 1971 Land Rover Series 2. A. C. 1949 Land Rover Series 1. Or D. 1966 Land Rover Series 2. B. The correct one is B. 1971 Land Rover Series 2A. If you thought that was challenging, brace yourself for the next 10 rounds. Can you identify the rear ends of 10 iconic cars? Let's shift gears and dive into the exhilarating world of 1970s sports cars. This era introduced some of the most iconic and stylish vehicles that continue to captivate enthusiasts today.
Round 1. What's your best guess for this one? Your choices are A. 1972 Hillman Avenger Tiger, B. 1971 Ford Escort Mk1, C. 1975 Reliant Scimitar, or D. 1977 Ford Capri. The correct answer is B. 1971 Ford Escort Mk1. Round 2. Which of these do you think this is? A. 1971 Lotus 6B, 1973 Allard Palm Beach, C. 1974 Healey Silverstone, or D. 1974 Caterham 7. The correct answer is D. 1974 Caterham 7. Round 3. What's your best guess for this one? A. 1974 Clan Crusader, B. 1976 Jaguar XJS, C. 1972 Marcos Mantis, or D. 1976 Triumph TR7. The correct answer is A. 1974 Clan Crusader. Round 4. What's your best guess for this one? A. 1977 Aston Martin Lagonda, B. 1976 Bristol 412, C. 1976 Lotus Eclat, or D. 1971 Morris Marina 1.8 TC. The correct answer is D. 1971 Morris Marina 1.8 TC. If you like this quiz, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the next quiz. Round 5. What's your best guess for this one? A. A 1976 Lotus Eclat, B. 1979 AC 3000 ME, C. 1970 Marcos Mantis, or D. 1976 Jaguar XJS. The correct answer is C. 1970 Marcos Mantis. Round 6. Is this classic beauty? A. 1979 Ford Escort, B. 1979 Talbot Sunbeam Lotus, C. 1976 Bristol 412, or D. 1975 Reliant Scimitar. The correct answer is B. 1979 Talbot Sunbeam Lotus. Round 7. Is this classic beauty? A. 1975 Bristol 412, B. 1977 Ford Capri, C. 1972 Hillman Avenger, or D. 1975 Reliant Scimitar. The correct answer is C. 1972 Hillman Avenger. Round 8. Is this classic beauty? A. 1975 Jensen GT, B. 1972 Lotus Europa, C. 1973 Jaguar E-Type, or D. 1977 TVR 3000M. The correct answer is A. 1975 Jensen GT. Round 9. Is this car? A. 1979 Middlebridge Scimitar, B. 1973 Triumph Dolomite, C. 1973 Aston Martin V8, or D. 1977 Ford Capri? The correct answer is C. 1973 Aston Martin V8. Round 10. What is this classic car? A. 1976 Jensen Interceptor, B. 1979 Middlebridge Scimitar, C. 1973 Aston Martin DBS, or D. 1976 Ford Escort Mk2. The correct answer is D. 1976 Ford Escort Mk2. Round 11. Is this car? A. 1971 Lotus Europa, B. 1977 TVR 3000M, C. 1972 Jensen Healey, or D. 1973 Jaguar E-Type? The correct answer is A. 1971 Lotus Europa. Round 12. Is this car? A. 1975 MGB GTV8, B. 1975 Triumph Spitfire 1500, C. 1971 Lotus Elan, or D. 1971 Jaguar E-Type? The correct answer is D. 1971 Jaguar E-Type. Round 13. What's your best guess? A. 1973 Vauxhall Forenza, B. 1975 Lotus Elite, C. 1976 Vauxhall Chevette, or D. 1979 Lotus Excel? The correct answer is C. 1976 Vauxhall Chevette. Round 14. Is this car? A. 1976 Panther Lima, B. 1972 Lotus 7, C. 1970 Lotus 6, or D. 1972 Panther J72? The correct answer is D. 1972 Panther J72. Round 15. Is this vintage car? A. 1976 Jensen Interceptor, B. 1970 Gordon Keeble, C. 1972 Jensen Healey, or D. 1977 Ford Capri? The correct answer is C. 1972 Jensen Healey. Round 16. Is this car? A. 1977 Ford Capri, B. 1973 Aston Martin DBS, C. 1975 Jaguar XJS, or D. 1979 Bristol Brigand? The correct answer is C. 1975 Jaguar XJS. Round 17. Is this one? A. 1975 MGB, B. 1973 MGB GTV8, C. 1975 Triumph Spitfire 1500, or D. 1972 Jaguar E-Type Series 3? The correct answer is B. 1973 MGB GTV8. Round 18. Is this one? A. 1975 Lotus Elite, B. 1979 Bristol Brigand, C. 1973 Aston Martin DBS, or D. 1977 Ford Capri 3? The correct answer is 1977 Ford Capri 3. Round 19. And what about this one? A. 1979 AC 3000 ME, B. 1972 Marcos Mantis, C. 1977 Aston Martin Lagonda, or D. 1976 Lotus Eclat. The correct answer is C. 1977 Aston Martin Lagonda. Round 20. What do you think this one is? A. 1976 Lotus Eclat, B. 1975 Bristol 412, C. 1979 AC 3000 ME, or D. 1975 Reliant Scimitar. The correct answer is B. 1975 Bristol 412. Round 21. Is this one? A. 1974 Clan Crusader, B. 1972 Marcos Mantis, C. 1979 AC 3000 ME, or D. 1976 Lotus Eclat. The correct answer is D. 1976 Lotus Eclat. Round 22. Is this car? A. 1975 Triumph TR7, B. 1977 Lotus Esprit, C. 1977 Aston Martin Lagonda, or D. 1971 Morris Marina 1.8 TC. You are right if you guessed A. 1975 Triumph TR7. Round 23. A. 1971 MG TFB 1977 Morgan Plus 8, C. 1976 Panther Lima, or D. 1972 Panther J72. C. 1976 Panther Lima is correct. Round 24. What's your best guess? A. 1970 Austin Healey 3000 B 1975 MG Midget, C. 1971 Austin Healey Sprite, or D. 1975 MGB. If you answered D. 1975 MGB, you are right. Round 25. A. 1971 Triumph Stag, B. 1973 Triumph Dolomite, C. 1975 Reliant Scimitar, or D. 1973 Aston Martin V8. The right answer is B. 1973 Triumph Dolomite. Round 26. A. 1979 Triumph TR8, B. 1977 Lotus Esprit, C. 1979 AC 3000 ME, or D. 1979 TVR Tasman. The right answer is C. 1979 AC 3000 ME. Round 27. What's your best guess for this one? A. 1977 Ford Capri, B. 1979 Middlebridge Scimitar, C. 1977 Lotus Esprit, D. 1975 Reliant Scimitar GTE. The correct answer is D. 1975 Reliant Scimitar GTE. Round 28. What's your best guess for this one? A. 1975 Triumph Spitfire 1500, B. 1972 TVR 2500M, C. 1975 MG Midget, or D. 1973 Jensen Healey? It is B. 1972 TVR 2500M. Round 29. Name this one. A. 1975 Lotus Elite, B. 1974 Clan Crusader, C. 1979 Triumph TR8, or D. 1973 Vauxhall Firenze Droop Snoot? The correct answer is D. 1973 Vauxhall Firenze Droop Snoot. Round 30, final round, last question, don't miss this one. Is this classic beauty? A. 1979 Lotus Elan, B. 1979 TVR 450 SEAC, C. 1979 Reliant Scimitar SS1, or D. 1979 Triumph TR8? The final answer is D. 1979 Triumph TR8.
Welcome to the final leg of our marathon quiz. In this segment, we'll explore the top 10 best-selling cars of the 1970s. The final question at the end will show the #1 best-selling car in the UK of the 1970s. Trust me, it will be a surprise. Good luck. A. 1973 Humber Scepter Mark III, B. 1971 Morris Marina, C. 1974 Austin 1800, or D. 1970 Ford Cortina Mark II. Alright, the correct answer is A. 1973 Humber Scepter Mark III. The route exemplifies badge engineering, with 19 distinct versions produced. The Hillman Hunter was the most popular version of the Arrow, and the GLS version was the most successful and is highly sought after today. Earlier Humber models were often used by the British government, including the Humber Super Snipe, which was a favourite of Winston Churchill during World War II. Round 2. A. 1971 Vauxhall Firenze, B. 1973 Ford Capri, C. 1972 Triumph Dolomite Sprint, or D. 1971 Austin Marina Coupe? The correct answer is B. 1973 Ford Capri. The Ford Capri was marketed as a European equivalent to the Ford Mustang, offering similar style and performance at a much lower price. In the 1975 film Brannigan, John Wayne's character commandeers a Ford Capri in a daring chase through London. One of the most memorable scenes features the Capri making a dramatic jump over the opening Tower Bridge, a cinematic moment that showcased the car's agility and cemented its place in film history. Round 3. A. 1975 Ford Escort Mark I, B. 1970 Vauxhall Viva, C. 1971 Morris Marina, or D. 1970 Hillman Avenger? If you picked D, 1970 Hillman Avenger, you are right. Over 750,000 Avengers were eventually built, and many were exported to America, where they were badged as the Plymouth Cricket. In mainland Europe, Scandinavia was also a popular destination for the Avenger, where the Sunbeam badge was used. The Avenger's name was chosen to convey strength and resilience, fitting its role as a tough, everyday car. If you like this quiz, please subscribe if you want to play the next quiz. Round 4. Now this is a tricky one. Which options do you think are correct? A. 1971 Austin 1300, B. 1979 Morris Marina, C. 1971 BMC 1100, 1300, or D. 1974 Austin 1800. The correct answers are A. 1971 Austin 1300 and C. 1971 BMC 1100, 1300. The last version of the ADO16 to be built in Britain was the Vanden Plas luxury version, which rolled off the production line in June 1974. Princess Anne owned a Vanden Plas Princess 1300, showcasing the car's appeal to British royalty. Many public sector organisations, including the police and government departments, use the ADO16 for daily transport, further cementing its status as a trusted British car. How many have you got right so far? Round 5. A. 1973, Austin Allegro. B. 1975, Morris Marina. C. 1975, Ford Escort Mark II. Or D. 1971, Vauxhall Viva. The correct one is A. 1973 Austin Allegro. The Austin Allegro, often dubbed the upturned bathtub due to its rounded design, still managed to achieve notable sales figures. In 1974, it secured the 6th spot in the UK's best-selling cars and climbed to 5th place in 1975. In July 2008, a poll conducted by the Sun newspaper branded the Austin Allegro as the worst British car ever made. Despite this notorious reputation, the Allegro achieved significant sales, with over 640,000 units sold during its production run from 1973 to 1983. What do you think is the worst British car ever made? Round 6. A. 1970 Ford Cortina Mark I. B. 1979 Hillman Avenger. C. 1975 Morris Marina. Or D. 1970 Vauxhall Viva HC. The right one is D. 1970 Vauxhall Viva HC. When the Viva HC was released, it became the fastest-selling Vauxhall ever sold in the UK. The car, however, was not so quick. In Canada, the Viva was rebranded as the Forenza and sold through Pontiac Buick dealerships, a common practice of badge engineering. Unfortunately, the Forenza faced significant quality issues, leading to consumer dissatisfaction and protests, which ultimately resulted in its withdrawal from the Canadian market after just 2 years. Round 7. A. 1979 Hillman Avenger. B. 1975 Ford Escort Mark II. C. 1975 Morris Marina. Or D. 1971 Vauxhall Viva. If you picked C, 1975 Morris Marina, you are right. The Morris Marina, launched in 1971, was developed by British Leyland (BL) to compete with the Ford Cortina, Vauxhall Viva, and Hillman Avenger in the highly competitive British family car market. The Morris Marina, produced from 1971 to 1980, has often been labelled as one of the worst cars ever made. Despite this reputation, it was among the UK's best-selling cars during its production run, with over 800,000 units sold. Round 8. A. 1970 Morris Mini Cooper Mark III. B. 1970 Austin Mini Cooper Mark III. C. 1969 Riley Elf. Or D. 1969 Wolseley Hornet. The correct one is B. 1970 Austin Mini Cooper Mark III. Beyond its iconic role in the Italian Job, the Mini gained renewed cinematic fame in 2002's The Bourne Identity. In this film, Matt Damon's character, Jason Bourne, commandeers a weathered 1989 Mini Mayfair, showcasing the car's agility during a thrilling chase through Paris. Historically, the Mini was celebrated as a classless vehicle, appealing to a diverse range of drivers, from students to pop stars. Its unique design and spirited performance made it a favorite among various social circles. Notably, celebrities like the Beatles and Madonna owned Minis, often customizing them to reflect their personal style. The Mini Cooper brand was revived in the 2000s by BMW, who continued to celebrate the original's sporty spirit in the modern Mini range. Round 9. A. 1971 Vauxhall Viva HC. B. 1973 Austin Allegro. C. 1970 Hillman Avenger. Or D. 1974 Ford Escort Mark I. The correct answer is D. 1974 Ford Escort Mark I. In the 1970s, Ford's Escorts and Cortinas were the most popular police cars in Britain and were a common sight in the mirrors of other Escorts and Cortinas. While the Escort didn't gain significant traction in Australia during this era, it found a loyal following in New Zealand, maintaining strong sales throughout the decade. Round 10. Now the best sold car of the 1970s. A. 1971 Vauxhall Victor FD. B. 1970 Ford Cortina Mark III. C. 1979 Hillman Hunter. Or D. 1979 Austin Maxi. The right one is B. 1970 Ford Cortina Mark III. The 2006 television series Life on Mars reignited interest in the Ford Cortina, particularly the Mark III model driven by DCI Gene Hunt. This portrayal enhanced the Cortina's cool factor, even more so than during its original release, when its Coke bottle styling received mixed reactions. Produced across 5 generations from 1962 to 1982, the Cortina became a ubiquitous presence on British roads. The final iteration, introduced in 1979, was officially named the Cortina 80. Now, how well did you remember these classics? Share your score in the comments below. How many were you able to identify? Share your score and let us know which of these classics is your favorite. If you're up for a more challenging experience, consider trying quizzes that test your ability to identify cars from their headlights or interiors. These tests offer a unique twist for car enthusiasts seeking to sharpen their recognition skills.